Hey y'all, what's poppin'? This video is my own personal definition of meditation. This is what I believe and what I do. Alright, cool. Let's go. I want you to take a deep inhalation and exhalation so you can settle yourself and clear your mind to be open-minded for this video. Alright, so let's get comfortable.
You think I'm playing?
Seriously. Take a deep breath. And on your inhale, I want you to imagine peace. Then on the exhale, release all the bullshit. Alright? Ready? Alright, come on. Alright, let's get started. The first things I want you to say, listen to me clearly, turn your ears on completely, and hush your mouth, hush your mind. Alright? Meditation is not a one-size-fits-all. When you're just starting out meditating, I don't think it's very important for you to sit there and try to concentrate on not concentrating on something. That'll drive you freaking insane, guys, and it drove me insane as well. I think that's a really quick way for people to fail in meditation because that's just a natural part of being human. Like, you want to try something new and excel at it and be good at it and get it. But your own mind is in your own way, so it can feel discouraging sometimes. So my working definition of meditation is focused passive awareness. Focused passive awareness. So this means I have the intention on focusing on one particular thing, event, idea, whatever, and then as I'm thinking about that thing, I'm not judging it, I'm not passing judgment on it at all, I'm just being totally in it. For example, when you are with somebody hanging out or on the phone talking to them, do you have a million things going on? Do you check your phone while someone's talking to you, telling a story? Your intentions then aren't focusing on that person and what they're saying and focusing on the interaction between you two. Your focus is half here and then half there. That's not really a meditative practice because you're in two different places at once when your mind needs to be settled on one thing. If I'm washing the dishes, I will be washing those dishes, just focus on the dishes, cleaning them, being thankful that I have dishes to wash. I have water and soap, but I'm not going to be judging the dishes. Like, man, this old ass bowl is cracked and stuff, and this plate needs to be replaced. You know, like, just being with that thing or with that thought. I hope that makes sense. So one of the first steps when trying to develop a meditation practice is to set a scene. Have a specific spot in your house where you can go to each time to sit and pray or meditate. I have a small altar and it has candles and crystals, and that's my sacred space. Like, when I go there, I know what's about to happen. I'm about to get my meditation on, my pray on, be uplifted, all that good stuff. And you want to make time each day, preferably the same time, but it's not that serious if it's not the same time each day. Just take time out to sit and just be and meditate. You don't have to sit though, but we'll get into that shortly. So one other thing that I love to have is my incense. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming from the holes, but yeah, set the scene. Make your space as yummy, there we go, as yummy and inviting and uplifting as possible, and that will get your body and mind in the state to receive the best benefits of meditation. Like I said, you can meditate while washing the dishes, while on the phone with someone, while doing your homework, while this and that. The point is not to multitask, because your mind needs to be fully enveloped in one specific task, and that to me is meditation. So you can start off with that and not have to just sit here and be like, you know what I'm saying? The different positions that you can sit in during meditation. You don't always have to sit down and cross your legs. When I first started, I could not sit cross-legged. It was hard. It hurt. But after a while, it just came naturally because my body was getting used to it, and the breathing mixed with the stretching helps your body limber up and melt out, and your muscles and ligaments and stuff are just a lot more fluid and flexible. I hope that makes sense. So what I like to use when I do sit this way are these yoga blocks, I think they're called. I'm not sure actually, sorry. I can put them this way underneath my knees. I hope you can see this. Let me see. Back up a little bit like this, or I turn them flat and have my knees like that. But I found out that it's better when I actually sit them like this and then sit on them. So my hips can be higher than my knees. My teacher told me this, that it's better if you have your hips higher than your knees. I don't know why exactly, but maybe so the energy can flow more fluidly. Maybe that sounds about right. And then you can also stack them like this and then put them under your bum and sit on them like this. I do this sometimes when my knees are a little bit more crunchy than normal. And then when it comes to your legs, it doesn't really matter which leg you have on top. I prefer my right on top of my left because my right side's more limber, but it don't matter. And some people actually stack their legs like that. I do that sometimes, but it doesn't matter. You can also sit in a chair, but you have to make sure your back is comfortable and upright and you're not really just getting so lost in the chair. Laying down is also an option when you're meditating, but I think it's for more advanced meditators because you will fall asleep if you're kind of new or intermediate and you want to lay down and do it. It's just very relaxing when you're, laying down and really letting go of all your muscle tension and releasing into the floor. If you're in need of a really good deep nap or sleep, just try it in your bed and just lay there and breathe deeply. And as you exhale, release all tension from your muscles in whatever way you see that being released. Most people will find that when they first start out meditating that they fall asleep every time, no matter what position you're in. To me, that is signifying that your body and your spirit, more so than your body probably, needs that deep rest, that stillness, that peace, that quietness. And when I first started, I fell asleep all the time, but now it's just like a waking sleep. Like you're there, meditating, but you're not here. Like you're just asleep, but you're awake somewhere up in the stars. You know what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. But yeah, with your hand placement and your arms, you want them to just sit as loose as possible. In a chair, I usually sit like this with my hands cupped. I usually do a mudra, M-U-D-R-A. They're hand asanas, hand postures that help enhance certain energetics. I will leave a link below to a nice mudra informational page for you because I can't really speak on it thoroughly and as much as I want to. But I usually sit with my hands in this mudra, I don't know. But when I do this, I feel like my meditations are so much more intense and powerful, and I feel grounded very, very quickly and very much at one with whatever is going on. So holding them very gently and loosely, I'm like gently and loosely on your knees, and then closing your eyes. So when you're breathing in and out deeply, really focus on where the breath is going and how it's coming out. That's me. Take a deeper breath. The first 3 breaths should be in your belly, and then out a slightly parsed lips, not like but if you find it hard to take your breath to your belly, just place your hands there, and that helps your breath move there. Like that helps your attention go to your belly more. You'll feel the difference. My belly's so fluffy right now. It's so fluffy.
Y'all, I got the window open and I'm pretty sure people are like, what the fuck is going on? It's kind of embarrassing, but kind of cool at the same time.
Anyways, all right. So the 3 initial deep breaths should be in your nose and then out slightly parsed lips, and then close your mouth and continue to cycle your breath in your body, not out your mouth. The first 3 breaths are just to really ground you, and if you don't feel to settle, take a few more. So starting off, if you're a new beginner, just a new beginner, Start by paying attention to your breath going in your nose and down in your belly, and then circulating up and then coming back out. Just focus on that. All you need to do. If you have a thought peering in and coming in your mind, or you're thinking about that argument yesterday or food, just be okay with it. Acknowledge that thought. And for me, I imagine that thought being placed on a river and then floating away. And it might come right on back, but that's fine. I don't judge myself. I don't beat myself up for it. I just let it float again. And then I'm like, breath, breath. It's not a real, like, stringent type concentration. It's a flow. It's a flow. All right. Another thing you can do is focus on the center of your head, your mind. Close your eyes, just see that blackness and just look at it. Just think of black, or just like put a little fire there, or put like a happy face, something that makes you peaceful, like just anything, but just that one thing. Or you can recite a specific prayer. I would keep it to like a minimum, like a few words, you know, like peace, or I am love, or I forgive. Forgiveness is powerful, guys, powerful. Or you can also do like a tone, like, you know, think of like or I think I cracked a little bit there. Or nah, yeah, just have something as your focus, your intent. And once you get better with your passive focused awareness, you'll find that 11 minutes feels like 2, and you'll feel like 30 minutes feels like 5 minutes. That is when you know that you're being in the moment, and time does not exist, y'all. Time does not exist. And then once you start feeling like I crave this, that's when your spirit is being fed and nourished, and like, yes, give me more of this. And you'll find as well, things in your life start becoming very synchronistic, and then perhaps you're slower to anger, you're more patient. It's soul food, guys. Soul food. There's someone outside walking their dog again. And one last thing that I want to mention, it's best to go into meditation with no expectations. Don't think it's going to cure you of anything. It might, but just don't go into meditation like, I want to experience enlightenment, or I want to have an out-of-body experience, or I want to feel really deeply moved. Like, just let it be. I've been meditating since 2011 or 10, and it takes time. When I first started, I was in a very broken state, very depressed, and I was more receptive to it. And then I got back okay and was just kind of like, meh, you know, let me sit down, and it didn't feel the same. So there's highs and lows, and it's all a journey. It's a path that's not straight and narrow, but continuing to do it is more beneficial than not. I hope that helped you guys. Any questions, please leave them below. I often forget to input things, and then I think about it after the video like, dang, I should have said that. So I love y'all. My light's too bright for the camera. I'm shining. I have to put my shades on. See y'all later. Bye.